Welcome back. Hospitality Group held its 13th annual CEO, GM and Revenue Conference supported by Sheraton Jumeirah Beach residents with over 100 influential hospitality leaders in attendance. The objective of the event was to create a unified platform for the hospitality sector. Audience gathered some excellent insights from key personnel of renowned international hoteliers and professionals serving the hospitality industry. For a peek through to the exciting evening, catch the story up next. Hi Daniel, how are you?
Excellent, thank you.
Well, we were listening to you up there in the panel discussion. Tell us what were the highlights of it?
Well, the highlights is that definitely we have a lot going on here in Dubai. It has been an incredible year, 2022. And moving into 2023, there are a little bit of concerns, mainly, of course, with regards with the economic conditions and political situation. The overall inflation going up and the cost raising, but overall we are all optimistic that it's going to be another great year.
Great. And what are the challenges that you've of course faced since the pandemic came in? Now it's all we're leaving it behind us and moving forward. So what are the new things that you're doing again to fight against what happened then? I'm sure there are still some after effects that you're facing.
Yeah, well, I think the pandemic gave us the opportunity to click the reset button in many ways. The first one is that the Atlantis, the Palm, was undergoing a huge renovation program. We have been renovating all the rooms and all the food and beverage outlets and all the outdoors. And together with that, we went through a repositioning of the resort in terms of rates, as well as taking a much higher qualitative approach. Together with that, the rate have been increasing and so the revenues. And also it gave us the opportunity when we really had no business to really relook at the business itself, and myself and the team have invested a lot of time, resources and energies in total revenue management, exploring all the needed technology as well as processes to really carry out a proper total revenue management and food and beverage optimization as well as water park optimization.
Wonderful. Wish you all the very best, Daniel. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Right, Alex, there's a lot I can talk to you about, but let's start with the event that happened here today, the panel discussion that you were at. Tell us the key highlights of it.
Especially with the CEO, some nice insights, I thought. HR, same things, how things were tackled after COVID and during COVID, very important. The panel I was moderating, I found the most exciting one, of course, which is about revenue, especially comparing to 2018-19 pre-pandemic, and then 2022, which markets are coming back up into Dubai, and how do the commercial teams and the revenue people see the outlook on 2023. Everybody is a little bit scared. Saudi is opening up and blossoming. Other destinations are coming up again. And in 2022, of course, yeah, Dubai was kind of one of the top 5 destinations in the world, if not the top 1. So now moving forward, how will that, how's the outlook in 2023? That was exciting for me to discuss and get some insights from experts.
What was the most interesting insight since you met the general managers and CEOs of different hotels?
Interesting is the exchange rate, euro, US dollar versus AED, where indeed travelers from Europe and the US will have to reach deeper in their pockets to come here.
Great. So you're into consulting business, and you were saying something about Tomorrowland. We want to know about that.
I'm currently taken on board to head the Terra Solis Dubai project in the desert by Tomorrowland. So it's a little sister of Tomorrowland. It's a desert oasis, restaurant, beach club, but it's not a beach, so I couldn't call it a desert club, which is unique, with some glamping tents, lodges, and all of that in the middle of the desert with a touch of magic of Tomorrowland, which of course you all know have one of the best dance festivals in the world.
So the rumors were true that Tomorrowland is coming to the UAE and you are a huge part of it and you're going to make it possible for people of the desert to enjoy that festival.
Exactly, absolutely. So during the week, enjoy the sun, the sunrise, the sunset, and then during the evening there might be a party or two.
Well, we look forward to that. Thank you for talking to us today, Alex.
Thank you very much. Have a nice evening. Bye.
Mr. Ahmed, please tell us about today's event. I'm sure you gave and got some great insights from the discussion panels here.
Thank you very much for inviting me for this interview. It's a great pleasure to be part of the panel discussion about human resources. And definitely what I have taken out from this event was actually people. Everything was talking about people, you know, when the CEOs, general managers and owners, they are really concerned about people. And the HR panel, we also talked about people and interest of people, and are we going to have a challenge finding the right people. Even in the revenue, you know, they touched also on people and talents that delivers to the hotels. So
We realize people are the most important resource of any organization, even the hospitality industry, of course.
they are indeed, yes, people serving people, that's our motto.
Thank you so much, sir.
No, but I would like to thank you and thank as well Raj, who's invited me for this panel. It was very useful and beneficial, and I hope that everybody enjoyed it as much as I did.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, sir. Right, I think you had some really interesting discussions tonight with the CEOs and general managers and owners in the hospitality industry, and there were discussion about revenue, distribution, HR. Tell us what were the most key findings of tonight.
I think everybody is very optimistic about what is going to happen. Obviously, this year was the best in terms of Expo, in terms of all the other things, soccer, FIFA happening. Next year, people are talking about what will happen next year. So obviously, people are optimistic. Some people said it may not be the same as this year, but they're still positive. So things are looking better. Things are looking, especially in this region, they're looking good. And we are all positive, so I'm sure.
I'm sure we are all positive, but then the pandemic has, of course, taught us a lot more than we could have ever imagined, right? To be prepared for things like these, and you know, some things which you sometimes can never imagine or dream of have happened due to the pandemic. You know, anything like that, or maybe something else could just happen. So how are they preparing for it, especially in this industry?
You know, hospitality industry especially, you know, is a very adaptable industry. So, you know, on a daily basis, things change. They have learned from whatever happened in the last 2 years. It was very difficult for the industry, but the industry came back, and came back more positive, stronger than ever. So obviously, there are good things that we have learned from the past. There are bad things we've left behind. It's always, you know, we have to look positive, and we have to look to the future. And we know that things are going to be good, especially in this region with the vision of His Highness. I think it's amazing, and good things are coming. And believe me, good things are coming. For us, we have 5 events next year.